So we have science and we have technology, and we know that as of now, most people feel that science and technology is key. We cannot do without it. Medicine, doctors, computers. If something has come into the limelight post the pandemic, this particular area has really come back into the limelight. But you know, science and technology doesn't just mean becoming a computer engineer or becoming a doctor. And I want you to see it beyond that, because there may be a host of other things that you can do. And some of these you'll be aware of. I'm just putting it in focus. Epidemiologists, people who study epidemics. Post a pandemic, which is a worldwide epidemic, these people are mission critical. People who understand how diseases spread, why they spread, what you can do to curb it, what is the social behavior. It's a field that is going to grow. And the reasons are obvious. Because the environment has pushed it into focus. Okay? Alternative healthcare. I know that even now when we talk of medicine, we look at it as an MBBS, MD. It is a growing feeling that medicine, which is the allopathic mainstream medicine, does not really help you find a cure to a disease. It only helps suppress the symptoms. So things like Ayurveda, naturopathy, homeopathy, they are all gaining precedence. They're gaining precedence because the philosophy with which these particular medical fields work are slightly different. They try to identify the root cause of the problem and they try to treat it. And for those of us who don't know, all of these offer bachelor's and master's level courses. Okay, there is a Hamdard University in South Delhi which offers Unani medicine, the Indian ancient form of medicine. Usme bachelor's ki degree offered hai. There are enough Ayurveda colleges, there are enough homeopathic colleges. So for those of us who want to heal people and treat people, and we are open to looking at different ways of doing that, do consider alternative healthcare. Okay, and sorry about that typo there. Okay, we all know cyber safety and ethical hacking. Do I need to talk about it? I think you can teach me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you need? You need to be a computer scientist and then you need to specialize in this. And there is no need for me to explain why this is important. Next point, environmental sciences and waste management. Any doubts why this is going to become a big need in future?
Ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, just go and see the mountain of dump when you drive from Delhi
Yes.
towards, yeah, and you understand why waste management and environmental sciences is going to become so critical. So yes, there are bachelor's and master's level courses available in environmental sciences with specialization in waste management. So those of you who want to do something for the environment, who have a scientific temper and are looking at different courses, please check this out. Microbiology, genetic researchers, we need them. People who understand even a virus at its genetic level, a plant at its genetic level. You know all those seedless grapes that we are getting these days? Pehle nahi milte the. They are genetically engineered. And you know there's a backdrop of this. There's a drawback. You know this pollution that we have outside? This stubble burning?
Yes, ma'am.
You know why it's happening?
Yes, ma'am. Due to like the farmers are burning.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. But it didn't happen before, you know. The farmers were burning crops before also. Why is it happening more now? Have you tried to find out?
Ma'am, because the things they're burning, it's genetically made.
Yeah. What's your name, beta?
Ma'am, my name is Bharti.
Bharti, that's wonderful. See, so this is genetically re-engineered crop, which when they re-engineered it, they found it to be giving better yield and everything. But we didn't know its effect on the environment. So please realize that in future, even with sciences, we're going to need integrated studies. Somebody who's a genetic researcher as well as understands environmental science. So while we are good with genetic research, we haven't been able to figure out as to how the integrated effect on the environment happens. And hence there is a need to look at things holistically, scientifically, and not just commercial value add, because this pollution is not giving us any value add. We're all going to fall ill. Okay, so we have that. And then of course we have agricultural scientists. I mean, when I don't think any year goes by without us talking about how the farmers, who are the backbone of India, are not getting their due. So if you have an interest in science, you have an interest in botany, and you have an interest in helping people get good quality produce from the farms to the city, you don't have to become the farmer. You can do something in agricultural sciences. You can further specialize in supply chain. And if you have an entrepreneurial mind, you can actually set up a good distribution and advisory network for farmers, wherein you help them come up with better yield because you understand agriculture. And because you're from the city, you set up the network for distribution so they get a better price than what they're currently getting. And you're actually doing something very good for society because you are helping the farmer reach the end consumer faster with less number of middlemen. Think integrated. Think how you're going to provide value to society. And when you start doing that, you're shifting the focus from what am I going to do to earn my money to what am I going to do to provide a service and be a valuable individual or professional. That shift is critical, bachon. And that shift is fundamental. It doesn't matter whether you're in science or you're in any other field. If you don't bring that shift from within, then we are going to have anxiety and insecurity about jobs and careers changing. Are we good?
Yes, ma'am.
अच्छा ये yes कौन बोल रहा है? Tell me your names.
Ma'am Gantavya.
Ganpat, right? Did I
Ma'am
get your name?
Gantavya. Ma'am Gantavya.
Gantavya. Okay. Thank you, Gantavya, for the affirmation. I'm enjoying it. What about the rest of the children? I don't hear your voice at all. Are you all sleeping?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. See, I am staring into a screen. Okay, I'm staring into my slide and I'm trying to maintain a rapport with you. Help me. Okay, the value add that you're doing now is to listen and to help me so that I can reach out and make sense, so that Saturday morning agar maine aapko jagaya, then that jago tune has to be useful for you as well as me. Are we good? ठीक है? नहीं तो आपको शायद पता नहीं क्या कर रहे होते. So make sure that you make good use of this time. And biomedical engineering. ठीक है? Those of you who, how many of you have heard of biomedical engineering?
No, ma'am.
No?
Genetics,
So,
but like not
No,
biology.
ma'am.
so CT scan किसी ने घर पे कराया होगा?
Yes,
MRIs.
Oh, MRI
Yeah.
machine is fun.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So medical tools require engineers that are being used to study the human body. That is one side of it. The other side of it, you know, we do have people who make artificial limbs that are becoming easier for people to wear and use. That's also biomedical engineering. Again, a very high technology intensive area which requires you to know both physics and biology and some amount of technology. Okay, so it's like an amazingly different integrated course. Now, the reason I'm showing you all of this is because I want you to broaden your horizon. So when you're looking at science and you're looking at technology, you're not just saying MBBS and BSc in computer science. I want you to think global. I want you to think a little bit more. Okay?